Hey, I hope you don't mind the sudden appearance. I know you like a bit of a heads up, but is everything all right? Well, I asked because you sounded really tense on the phone earlier, and, well, what are friends for if not caring about your well-being? Yeah, you can say you're fine all day if you prefer, but I'm willing to trust my instincts on this. Can I come in? Thanks. So, not to get straight on your back with an interrogation here, but what's going on? No, I don't know, but I think I would be here regardless. You've been acting a bit odd for the past week or so. Don't get me wrong, I'm not mad about being stood up at the cafe, but you were very short with me on the phone, and I can't ignore that. That's not the you I have come to know. Well, I wouldn't have turned up unannounced if I wasn't willing to hear what you had to say. So please, drop the avoidance tactics. We're friends, and friends are there for each other. Or at least they should be. No, no. That wasn't a dig at you, I promise. In fact, this is the reason I invited you to the cafe earlier in the week. I really am worried. How about we sit down? It'll be easier to unload when you feel comfortable, right? So how about you try telling me what's going on? Your frown has set in so deep, I'm reasonably convinced it's going to get stuck there. What worries you so much? Just life things? That's admittedly vague. Perhaps it's work, the better half not quite being the better half, the constant day-to-day wearing you down. It's all right, you know. Honestly, it is. I won't pry further if you're not comfortable with opening up about everything. Yeah, it's not a problem, really. You are a dear friend, but I can't rightfully expect you to just spill out every single detail of your life things, as you say. Perhaps if you did talk about it, just to let it all out. You don't have to do that right now. You're clearly upset as all hell. Take some time to calm down. Let it all sink in. And maybe you might be ready to talk when you're in a better state of mind. If you like, I could walk you through something to help with that. Have you ever considered relaxation techniques? No? No long soaks in the tub? Good walks? TV series binge sessions? What about meditation? You know, body relaxation, breathing steadily. Oh, yeah. That Om stuff is more based on using frequencies. Clearing the mind isn't exactly a solid truth either. Nah, those things are a bit more advanced. It takes a tad more dedication than what the articles imply. Don't get me wrong, it's good, and it can absolutely help you, but everyone has to start somewhere, and... You know what? Why don't I guide you through a good starter session? Well, yes. You know I'm always happy to help however I can. That way you don't have to fork out money on something you have no idea on whether it'll work or not. And honestly, the longer you hold on to this stress, the more it's going to get to you. Sure, it's okay to have tense days, or depressive episodes, or even long-term anxieties. But it's so unbelievably important to find a way to at least take the edge off them. So, you want to try? Great. That's honestly awesome. Set yourself down comfortably. Sure, lay down, sit down. That's honestly up to you. As long as you're just comfy and able to chill. Alright, let's begin. First, relax your jaw. Unclench it. You can let your mouth hang open if it's comfy for you. No judgment here. There you go. Now, lower your shoulders. Let them drop and hang loose. That's great. Now, I want you to take a deep breath in. Hold it for a moment. And now release it slowly. That's it. Keep it up. Inhale. Hold. And exhale. And one more time. As you breathe deeply, I want you to feel the breath as it fills your lungs. Focus on the sensation, the feel of the air wisping gently into your lungs and cleaning away the smog of stress. As a thought enters your mind, do not fight it away. Acknowledge it. Understand that it is but a thought, and return your focus to your breathing, to the refreshing feeling of clean air entering your body and blowing away the heaviness of the day as you exhale. Now, as you take a breath, I want you to relax each portion of your body as you do so. Start with your feet. Breathe in, and as you breathe out, I want you to consciously relax your feet. Become aware of the tension easing away. And now, move up to your legs, starting with the right. Breathe in, hold, and as you breathe out, relax your leg as you do so. Now the left. Breathe in, hold, and as you breathe out, consciously relax your leg. For your chest, you're going to fill your lungs with as much air as is comfortable for you. Rest your hand on your stomach as you do so, and feel it push your hand outwards. That's it. Now hold that breath, and release it slowly through pursed lips, like you're trying to whistle. Take a few more breaths. Just let your chest relax after filling it. Time for the arms. Breathe in. Hold that breath. Exhale and let your arms completely relax. Focus again on your breathing, on the sensation of the air entering your body and leaving it. In and out. In and out. In and out. One last time. In and out. That's great. Take your time opening your eyes. Let your body stay relaxed and just slowly take in the room. This is your room, your space, your private sanctuary from the world, and what enters here is your choice. You are not obligated to bring the stress of the day here. You can just leave it outside your door. Imagine putting it in a bag and setting it down before you enter, but always remember to leave it out there. Are you feeling any better? It's all right if you're not sure, but if you like the experience, you can always just use it as a means to relax. It doesn't have to strictly be some spiritual journey. It's about you. It's about taking a moment to let go of your burden and rest. Absolutely. Do you feel comfortable with telling me what's up? You just don't know what to do with everything that's going on. No, that doesn't sound stupid. It's a pretty reasonable thought, actually. We're taught that as people, we must be empathetic, but we seldom take time for ourselves, and as a result, we overburden ourselves with everything. Yeah, I get it. It's hard to let go of that mentality completely, but you can't blame yourself if you do slip with it sometimes. And I think there's something else that can help you with that too. Well, just over a year ago, I was in the same boat with stress, and I was lamenting my woes to an old friend. He heard me out for 15 minutes. That was his rule. If you're going to bemoan your experience, you have 15 minutes to do it in, and after that, you look into how to solve it. Well, at the time I was so overwhelmed that I couldn't even think beyond the problem itself. Finally, he asked me a question, and there was a particular rule to answering it. I was only allowed to answer with a solid fact or plausible action. What was the question? Simple. What can you do? I swiftly realized that, ultimately, there was very little I could in fact do to change the situation, and my friend explained that if there was in fact nothing that could be done or tried, then committing so much time and effort to worrying about it was only doing damage in the long term. It was best to just let it go, to run its course until the situation entered a phase where it could be addressed. Yes, it was quite the question back then, and now it's a question for you. Whatever is happening, however it is happening, tell me, friend, what can you do? In the truest form of answering, what can you actually do? If there is something, no matter how small, then try it. If it doesn't work, ask yourself again, and if, in the end, you have no answers, then it is perfectly acceptable for you to just let the situation go, guilt-free. Nothing is ever as easy as it sounds, but it can get easier with practice. Just promise me you'll give it a try. Awesome. Thank you. Now, it's not too late. Your world doesn't seem to be quite so shaken anymore. How about we go to that cafe and get something nice? My treat.